Hello everyone, and I am back with some more Golden Sun, this time episode 2. Just a real quick update, I had attempted to add the game sounds to my cast, or whatever, videos, and the sound was just way too overbearing, so I didn't really keep that video. So here we are back with the real episode 2, and I'm gonna leave the sound off. I'm gonna leave music off, I guess. I will eventually hopefully figure out how to balance the audio or whatever, and I will be able to take the put some music in the background of some sort. And as you guys can see, we're gonna go in Soul Sanctum here, and I want to use my fancy drawing tool real quick just to show you that it works now, because I was trying to circle somebody in the last video and it didn't work, so we're going to take this path. Ta-da! Obviously you can see the path I just took because I just took it, but for those of you who care, this is how you go, and then you will put an arrow here because that's the way you're going to wind up. Alright. Hey, get out of here. Alright. And then we're going to go... Alright. So we're in here. This is Soul Sanctum. You walk really fast. There's some vermin in here. Whenever I have 3 opponents, I like to use Gary's Flare. I like to flare the 3 of them. Also, if you've noticed, I like this Coca-Cola shirt a whole lot. I wore it yesterday, but today I wear it with a long sleeve shirt, so dirty on the outside, clean shirt on the inside. That's how we roll. It's also, it was kind of cold today, so I took advantage of the weather and put on my long sleeve shirt. I guess while I have you all here, I will do some shameless plugs. The first plug I'm going to do is for my good friend Skylar Brock, Sky Hurricane 89. If you want to YouTube him, I believe I put his channel over on my suggested channels. He's a pretty big deal. To me he is. I guess he does a bunch of Let's Plays, and I thought, well, I want to play a game on computer, so I did. So I started doing this. And then for this part here, you want to go in the middle hallway. You want to go up here, there's a chest. You get it, and it's got a small jewel. And we go back out, and you go this way. You go over here, and you go up to the right hallway. And I set a timer to do my 30 minutes, so if I waste all of my time power leveling, I'm sorry, but I like to level, so if I take too long and I fight too many monsters for your liking, I apologize. Let's see, just a couple of things I guess while we're talking about the game. Obviously to use an item, you hit the A button, you go to item, you use it, and then each character can carry up to 15 things, if anyone cares. If you ever play Golden Sun, I think I saw like a walkthrough or a playthrough of Golden Sun the other day, yesterday or something, and I think it was posted about 6 years ago, and the other ones are all posted like 4 years ago, so I'm just a little behind, maybe, on updating or playing this or whatever, so I'm pretty sure if anybody wants to play Golden Sun, you've already played it, and you already know how to do whatever it is you like to do when you play Golden Sun, so whatever. I'm not really in a reading mood at this point in time, so I'm going to leave them up there for just a second in case you do want to read them. And then I will skip on to the next one. This part is rather boring. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of hilarious commentary coming out of this section out here. I'm telling you, you're going to get to read them. I'm just like skipping them off. Fuck, you don't read shit. There's no plot. It's just run around and kill everything and listen to the sound of my voice. That's the plot of the game. But yeah. Anybody see any good movies lately? I love movies. If you don't know much about me, maybe I'll do something with movies sometime. Maybe I'll post some fun stuff about movies. Oh, sorry. So, he tells you that there's a secret passage, find a secret passage, and the way you look for secret passages is obviously anything that has like a dash on the ground, you just move that item, and I went in that one on accident because I was talking, but the hidden passage is over here on this right side. That other passage is just a room with a statue in it. I don't believe it actually does anything. And then 3 slimes appear, but if you're ever playing this game, you will know that... That's not my wrong guy. Thought I was Gary. But you, obviously, you should know that you won't fight 3 slimes here. You will fight whatever your game gives you as random. So hopefully you're not like playing it. It's like you're like play just to see. You're just like playing it just to see what's going on. And you're just like, there aren't any slimes here. The motherfucker lied to me. I promise. I do lie about things, but I don't lie about where you're gonna find slimes. I would never lie to you about your slime finding. Alright, I promise. Gary. Also, in case no one was paying attention, my main character, Isaac, he just leveled up. So, good for him. I need some synergy, some flare. And like I mentioned, I like to flare when there's 3 or more enemies. I like to use my synergies. I usually, like I said earlier in the last video, I prefer to attack. And I do, for the most part, attack. I at least attack with one person. Gary leveled up right there. We're getting to the point where we're getting levels. I'm going to use some synergy here and just... Oh, cure. So Isaac learned Quake, which I will eventually use. Let's go ahead and kill this mushroom. I think it should work. Cure does heals 70 damage. I'm not quite exactly sure how much damage Quake does, but it's pretty devastating in the early game. You know, later on, actually, in a little while, probably, I don't remember if it's by level or by Djinn, but I will find a Djinn and I will eventually get enough levels and I will upgrade that to Earthquake. It will go from being Quake to Earthquake. I'm going to try to kill these ones on the far right because slimes like to run away and I want all the experience points I can get. I also power level, which means I run around and fight more monsters than I'm actually supposed to fight, which means I just get more levels because I like levels. But I power level to get money because more battles and more coins, and money is always important. You can't, even in the real world, you know, sometimes you gotta have a little bit of money. And also for those of you who care, I went back while no one was looking and I got some items. It was actually just one item, depending on how you look at it. I think that was Jenna who leveled up, but don't get too attached to Jenna because she's gonna, spoiler alert, be gone here in a little while. We're gonna lose her. But as I was saying, I went back to Kraden's house. If you go to Kraden's house, there's a jar. It's a white jar with blue stripes on it. If you care, and it's got 5 monies in it. I love money, so I went ahead and I went back and got that under the cover of darkness. And like I said, I might do, but there wasn't any sense in putting it in the video because it's a waste of time since I'm trying to do it in certain amounts of time. I think the one that I looked at had 64 episodes. I'm pretty sure I'll probably have more than 64 episodes because, well, I'm going to do a lot of power leveling and talking and wasting all of your time. So, let's go ahead and do that. I think this might work. Kill them, yeah. Oh, I missed. Maybe, I think, hold on. Did I get this slime? Yeah. Yeah, sorry, like I mentioned, I like to kill the slimes because they run. And I want all the precious experience and money I can get. Except experience was 10 money. Oh. The point of getting the money is, a lot of people say that when you play this, you want to equip Gary and Isaac before you come in here with new stuff because it makes them better, but I'd just rather play, and then I would rather save the money and equip them in the next town, because that's just me. So I like them to have a lot of money so I can get them helmets and boots, and he says that there is another secret passage. I believe is what he was getting at, if he didn't actually say there's a secret passage, but the way you do that is you find the secret passage. I'm going to move this statue with my move synergy, and I'm going to hop over here, and I have another one of these minotaurs, and I'm going to use my item, go to this small jewel, use it to put it in the eye, because that minotaur likes it, he needs eyes, and then, oops, the secret passage is down here, so you're not wasting a whole bunch of time. You come straight down and move this off to the side, and there it is, in you go. And this is another section. Oh, go this way. Oh, and Amaze. These guys are cool. They don't. They do a lot of damage. I don't think they die too much. The last time I fought an Amaze in the video I made before this, when I jacked up the audio and had to redo the entire thing, which means yes, I saved it. I found out the audio didn't work, and then I had to restart the entire game, play through everything I had played through in part 1, thus the going back and getting the coins because I was there, and so I went back and that's what I got. Otherwise, anyway, then I'd put myself back here. But I played an Amaze last time, and they were pretty. It was pretty crazy. It It did like 25 damage. Almost killed some people. It was almost a big deal. Yeah, some amazes. Yeah, and he died. So it takes all 3 of your characters to kill an amaze. If they're all doing relatively good damage. 6 points. Isaac's now level 3. He gets some stat boosts, and I got 6 points. I'm going to also go in here to use my synergy. And I'm going to cure both of them, because I don't like them being down to 20. It's not very many hits before they die. You don't really need the health. You're not going to be using it. You're not fighting anybody. I just don't want them to be low on health. So we find this. We found it. Apparently what we're looking for is, this is the mark of the sanctum. Soul sanctum. That's the sun on the floor. They were obviously thieves. I need to hurry back and tell everyone. What's the matter, Creighton? We're so close. Close to what? We come all the way here. We should keep going, is what he says. And then they ask me if I want to keep going, and I say yes, because I always say yes to everything. And then we go in this room. It's the moon room, and there's some sort of relation to these rooms. They're related. So now Creighton has asked me to figure out what's going on. I say yes again, because I'm a kind little servant boy. And since I used my cure, let's see how much synergy I have. 18, full. Oh, everybody's full. I'm not going to go in there. If you go in that room, there's a synergy stone. And it restores all your synergy points. So I'm going to not use that room at all, because you do that room after this room. So you go in here, you push all these. Not all of them. You push this one, and obviously like I mentioned, the dashes on the floor, just the ones with the dashes. You put them over here. And again, like I said, and I'm sorry there's not a lot of commentary other than game commentary. Eventually there will be more stuff for me to make fun of. Things like that. So you go over here. You move this, you pull this into this hole here, because that makes a lot of sense. Something clicked. You go back out here. You go out here and you tell Creighton about it, and he talks to you. He gets all excited about it, I think. I'm right. Nope, not yet. My bad, everybody. I lied to you. So then you go over here. You push these 4. Found it, yep. So he asked me, so he pretty much asked for a recap of what I've just done. So what he's saying is, if you try to do the moon room first, he says there's some sort of trap, and the game actually won't let you do the moon room first. So you have to go do that part that I just did. Anyway, so it says that by moving the sunroom first, you've disarmed the trap. And so now you can move this room around. I don't know how he knows that, but he does. Keeping secrets from us little kids. Here. Alright, now we can progress the story. Look, Isaac, I did something. Yeah, something must have changed. Oh yeah, you go back over here. So having done all that, there's a hole in the wall. I don't know how a hole gets caused, but you go over here and you push A on the hole, and it opens this portal. You go in the portal. Also, by the way, guys, just so you know, the last video I made of this part was 49 minutes. This is just a thing, and he has, is this the ocean? And then you guys go, what's the ocean? Because you've never been in the outside world. And he asks, yeah, it talks about the elements. You gotta get these 4 stones. You don't have to get them, but it would be, he wants us to get them, I think, to save them, protect them from bad guys. So they're looking at the source of all alchemy. You told us this before. Yes, you did. I must have fallen asleep because I don't have a clue. Wisdom stone. The stone dominates everything. It's trying to make cube. Yeah. Yes, I understand. So, with one of these gems, is what he says, you can conquer the world. Now, he's saying that he wants to get the stones to study them, but since those stones are slippery, Jenna thinks that he might fall and die. So he better send us young, nimble boys, because it's okay if we die. And he asks us about the mithril bags, so you can't actually touch the stones. You have to have these mithril bags. And then you go down this way. It's a really long way to get to the first stone. So you go over here. A really long walk. There it is. You grab it. Yep. Every stone you grab, it pulls some pedestals out of the ground. He says, oh boy, you got the first one. Now go get the rest of them. So you go over here. Go up. But yeah, I was talking about movies. Sorry that I got all distracted, I guess. If anybody's seen any good movies, that'd be great if you could tell me. I saw Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2 is the last one I saw in theaters. I watched some scary movies yesterday. One was called The Pact, which was really good. It was suspenseful. It kept me wondering what was going on, which is good. And then I watched another movie called Aftermath, which I got off this list of disturbing movies. And it wasn't actually that disturbing. It was about this dude who has sex with dead bodies, but it was really awful because the special effects were terrible, and they were just, you could tell that it wasn't a lot of effort, and a really low budget movie. So then these bad guys show up, and they want the stones, and then you're like, no, and then he says, so he asks, should we give them the elemental stars? And you're probably thinking, well, Turner, you should have said no. You should have said no, we don't want to give them. Well, if I say no, then Gary's just going to take them and give them to the because he's a weak-ass bitch. So whether I say yes or no there. And then, yeah. So I hit yes. And then this is Felix. Yep, he called that guy Felix. Yep, so what he's saying is that Felix is not dead. That guy who got washed away, the little brother, Jenna's little brother, he's not dead. So he shows up. They found him floating and they saved him, and then they turned him into an evil minion. And so we're going to give him the elemental stars, and this guy shows up, and his name's Alex. He's just another one of the bad guys, their main antagonists. So they say, yeah, give us the stars, and we weren't your friends. So you give them the stars, and then they say, oh wait, we're just kidding, go get the 4th star also. So you go over here and you just walk harmlessly by them all, which is stupid. And oops, I'm drunk. Don't follow me, everyone. So then the world cracks, and they say, oh no, you shouldn't take the stones. And then this guy shows that he's the wise one. He's got a lot of power. They decide to run off with your friends, and they decide that that will keep them safe. And they say having 3 stones is better than having no stones, and we just kidnap all you people, you know. So they'll take Jenna and the old man, and Felix will run with them, and they'll leave you there to die. It's a pity they didn't get all the stars. This turned out badly, wouldn't you say? Yes, I will say that's a miracle we survived. Jenna and Creighton are gone. So then we think that Gary thinks the wise one's here to kill us. The wise one's here to save us. He's actually saying that he's going to protect us from the volcano since the elemental stars are gone. It has unstabilized the world here, this Djinn sanctum here. So anyway, then he tells you to take out the star you have. You take out the star and it releases all the Djinn onto the world, and so you can run around and grab them all now. There's obviously the 4, earth, water, wind, and fire that everybody keeps talking about, and there's 7 of each of them. 28 total Djinn. We're going to find them all. So he saves you, the wise one. He gets you out of there. The best thing to do now is to hit the retreat button in Isaac's synergy list, because it's pointless to walk all the way there when you can just do that. There's nothing to fight. There are no monsters to fight anymore. Once you come outside, you go back down this little path here, and then once you get down here, everyone's waiting for you. And then they say that they saw your kids run up here, and then, uh-oh, it's the grandpa and the others. Should we go back up? No, we should face it like men. And if you say yes, the same thing happens. The game won't let you know. I don't know why they give you options, really. Anyway, they ask what happened, and so then they're just talking about the volcano, and so everyone comes in here, and then you retell the story, which I'm going to go really fast through because you already know the story because we just did it. So you find the true sanctum. They've taken Creighton and Jenna against their will. Jenna's brother Felix is going to protect them. So it's saying that the healer is very quiet. The hovering stone, it's the wise one, and he can talk to it. Yeah, he's the guardian, the wise one is. And so they talk a little more about you protecting the world, and Vale is going to be safe, and the village should be safe. So yada yada yada. Terrible power has been unleashed. So saying by those bad guys having the 3 stars, the balance is all crazy, and the world will more than likely be destroyed. So the wise one wants us to get the gems, obviously, to restore balance to that volcano area and keep all the synergy and magic safe. What can we do? So the wise one's going to pretty much ask us 16-year-old boys to save the world. And we will. I'm going to agree to it, yes. Isaac will take it upon himself to save the world, yes, yes, yes. Give us your next command. You two are quite brave. Be watching you. Choose wisely. That was a wise one. What did the wise one say? Felix must unlock the power. So you have to find Felix. I'll have to have the guidance of the elementals. I'll have the guidance of the elemental star to find the lighthouses, which will pretty much restore balance. So what should I do there? Sure, they cannot be all the advice you offer them. Yeah, go to the lighthouse. Seek the elementals, the Djinn, as I've been saying with a D. Djinn, Django, Django. They'll prove useful. They will prove very useful. We'll be finding them and using them for all kinds of crazy stuff. So he leaves it up to us, and then everybody leaves. Pretty much this is all story filler. I don't know why it's all here, but yep. Why is everyone hanging outside the gate? We're leaving. Oh, I want to go. You're too young. Oh, they must be so brave. There's a chicken running around. Everybody says bye. Don't drink the funny water. Yep, stagnant water. Yep. And he's a pig. He'll eat anything. Isaac got the catch beads, which is what I'm going to go use in just a second. So my mother didn't come to see me off because she's sad, and then everyone says goodbye, and then I'm going to walk right back into town. I'm going to hit A, go to items, hit Isaac, go get these catch beads. I'm going to equip them. Yep. So the catch beads allow me to do stuff. And I'm going to, you know where I'm going to go. Everyone knows. And if you don't know, if you just keep watching, you'll find out where I'm going to go. But you should know where I'm going. You didn't watch the first video closely enough. Whoops, if you don't know where I'm going. Wow. Alright, I think I should be able to use catch somehow. There it is. Give me that. Yeah. I got a nut. Oh, Isaac got a nut. Oh, get that nut. Get that nut. And then you go back here, and you just leave the town. Once I get out here, I'm actually going to waste the remainder of my time, sorry everyone, fighting outside monsters, meeting the first Djinn, and then I will go to the next town, get my gear, and play from there in the next episode, which I believe I only have 9 minutes or so. So finding this Djinn here. Oh, there he is. A traveling warrior. I will read everything he says because I like him. And I see you're an adept too, which is what we are. We're adepts. You are just the kind of fighter that I've been looking for. Won't you please take me along with you? So, also just real quick, pause. Some of the Djinn, some of the 28 Djinn want to come with you, and they'll be like, yeah, sure. Some of the other Djinn, like the 28 Djinn, you have to fight them. You have to beat them in battle, and then they'll join your team. So anyway, I'm a Venus Genie, I don't know. Fuck it. My name is Flint Lockwood. I must find my comrades. We were separated from each other when the volcano erupted. Maybe you can help gather my friends together as you travel. If you let me join you, I'll prove to be very beneficial to you adepts. Your synergy will grow stronger, and your adept skills will also improve. You can call on us in battle, or just use our power to boost your own. If you call on many of us at once, our powers will work together. What do you think? Will you take me with you? Yes, I sure will. Oh, you won't regret it. Flint, the Venus Djinn, is now at Isaac's ally. I'll briefly teach you how to use Djinn. So, I'm not really gonna... You can either give them, or you can set them, and then when you set them, different things are learned. I actually just kind of follow the guidelines, and it tells you how to use a Djinn about. So you choose that to unleash the... Yep, and then you pick the one you want to unleash, and it does a devastating blow. And then it tells you how many you have set and stuff like that. So once you have a Djinn on standby, you can summon even greater powers. So you click that button, and you have one, you use it. That's what it's telling you. And then it summons Venus, which does even more damage. And they're very useful. And one more thing, you go to Djinn. After a Djinn has been used to summon, it must spend time in recovery, and after we recover, we will set ourselves and be ready to attack again. So set, standby, recovery, and back to set. I got all that. Yes, I did. Oh, yeah. If you want to learn more about Djinn, refer to the help. Okay, there it is. I'll join you now. Thank you very much. Please join him. So it joins me. You can set some Djinn powers to your left and right bumpers if you are playing, and you can choose them based on however you want. I probably won't be doing that because I just like to go in the menu because I'm a little old-fashioned. I'm actually going to go in Djinn right now. I'm going to set it to myself so that I can use it in battle as soon as possible. And I give it to Isaac. I give all the fire Djinn to Gary, and I give all the air gens to the next guy we're going to meet, Ivan, and then I give all the water gen to Mia, whatever her name is. I give them all to her because that's who they belong to. If you give them to other people, you can pretty much just make them, you know, like Maya will have all the powers that Gary would have had, but they won't be as strong because they're Gary's. And it just, I don't know, it's not really important. Anyway, the next couple minutes, just going to run around and fight bats. But like I said, you know, we see Djinn is all gone, so hopefully you're not used to seeing her or getting attached to her, because she's gone. And I'm going to use a Djinn. I don't have any Djinn. I'm going to use Flare because let's see what it does. 26, cast Flare 22, 12, boom, 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 boom. Gary's going to die if I'm not careful. I killed it. Yes, good. Outside of battle, synergy, cure, Gary. Bat. Attack the bats. Attack the bats. Attack the bats. Alright. And someone leveled up. I'm pretty sure it's Isaac. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, level 3. Oh, they're both level 3. So I think Isaac was already 3 and Gary leveled up to 3. Because Gary levels up slower. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's use Djinn. Let's just use Flint on the vermin just because, and then let's flare the bat because in case. Boom. Nope, didn't die. Alright, there it goes. Let's attack. Kill everything we can. Money, experience. Sorry. Power leveling, running around. I have a summon, I'm going to use it because why not? I'm going to attack this zombie. Hopefully he won't kill me. Alright. And then I'm going to go to Djinn. Flint. Oh, now recovery. Sorry, he sets himself. So, Quake, oops, and then Flare in the middle, Quake, Flare, let's cure somebody, 29 out of 67, 26 out of 69, you, and then you, actually just, let's not eat an herb just yet, let's just see if the bats won't kill us, they're not strong enough, so, it's going to be like 5 or 8, somewhere in there, 9, yeah. Let's see, cure again. Oops, it's not cure, that's quick. Cure and then attack. Boom, boom, boom. But yeah, so we're gonna power level. Whoops. Oh yeah, if you go to this town, sorry everyone, it's gonna have these people leave and it's gonna be, they're gonna say they're moving to Calais, but they can't because there's no bridge, and so, what? The bridge? This is awful. He's worried about leaving Ivan behind. He's, as fond as I am of Ivan, it's his fault my rod was stolen. Strange powers will aid him in search of the rod. So, that's the guy you're gonna meet in a little while, Ivan. That's his old master sorcerer trainer guy. Anyway, they're gonna wind up going, whoops, to the other town up there, which I don't remember the name of it. It's something. That's where they're going. You're gonna go to Vale, and then you're gonna go to, or you're gonna go to Vault, and you're gonna go to a cave, and then you're gonna go to that town one day. So I'm probably gonna power level all the way to 4, which isn't really a big level, but I go to 4. Before I will go to town, so I might, after I finish this video, just to save you all a little trouble, finish leveling up to 4 off screen, and then when we start up again I'll be on level 4, that way we don't have to start the next episode with me doing this. Hopefully I'll have something to talk about too, I don't really, because like I said, I'm kind of boring, but as things pick up in the game and things happen and people are met and stuff like that, there'll be more stuff to actually make jokes about. And can't make jokes all the time, you know? I'm going to cure Gary. Gary's going to attack. The good news is that they can't really deal enough damage to kill me, so I can cure myself. And then I'm going to save just in case I die. Because sometimes you die in the wilderness, and that's not very nice. Do not let this be like I guess the foundation of my videos. But like, all he's gonna do is talk about bullshit. No, I'm gonna make jokes. I'm just not nothing to make a joke about. Promise. I promise. I'm not really into casting games. I'm a jokester. I make jokes. Alright. One more vermin. Yeah, my time's almost up. there it is. Alright then. So I will see you all next week, and like I said, I will finish getting to 4, and then we'll pick up in Vault next time I see you all. And I hope you all enjoyed your time here, and I will see you next time.